Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. Okay, so first of all, I would like to say congratulations to everybody because we are finished with ELC231 expository essay writing. That is 20%. Okay, so for this week, we are going to continue our lesson, and I am going to explain to you your next assessment. Your next assessment is writing an evaluative commentary essay. Okay, so this is actually a pair work. It's a pair work assignment. It's 30%, and the date of submission for this assignment is in week 14. Okay, so I already put the date here. That is the 22nd of January 2021. Yes, it is next year, which means that currently we are in week 7, and supposedly next week we are going to have our mid-semester break. So we are going to have a 1 week break, and after that we are going to continue with week 8. And this particular assignment is supposed to be submitted in week 14. Okay, so you still have about 7 weeks for you to complete the whole assignment. So bear with me because this this lecture is going to be a little bit long as compared to our other lectures, because I need to explain to you about the whole assignment, if I can, in the simplest way possible. Okay, so bear with me. We are going to go through the assignment one by one. Alright, so first of all, what do you have to do is, okay, first, you need to find a responsible partner. Okay, find a partner because, as you know, this is a pair work, so you need to work together with a partner. So find a responsible partner. Please make sure that there is no sleeping partner or silent partner. That is someone who does not take an active part in completing the task. So you know your friends quite well at this point. So try to avoid uh, somebody who is not active in completing the task. Okay, and next what you have to do is to read topic 1.6 on page 83 to 92. It is going to be provided. It's available in the Google Classroom, and also refer to Google Classroom for notes and guidelines. So all the notes that I'm using for this lecture, in explaining to you what evaluative commentary essay is all about, is going to be available in Google Classroom as well. Okay? Alright, so first, after you have found a partner and refer to the notes, you need to find an argumentative article. What is argumentative article? We are going to take a look at it after this. And remember, it has to be about 500 to 600 words, the argumentative article. Argumentative article is not news report. It is about an opinion over certain issues. Argumentative article we are going to go through afterwards. It is actually an article whereby you can actually have different opinions about the issue being discussed in the article. Okay, so find an article, and you can choose the article from local newspapers such as The Star, NST, Borneo Post, Sarawak Tribune, any newspaper as long as it's English. Okay, choose articles from this section only: opinions, columnist, editorial, or letter to the editor. Do not choose a report or any news report from the newspaper. You have to choose among these options only. Next, no article is taken from examples or samples of argumentative essays website. Do not copy from the website anywhere online, especially essays websites. Okay, this is not an essay. You have to find an article, and preferably a newspaper article, local newspaper article. Okay. No article taken from Wikipedia, Blogspot, press or social media post. Alright, so because we don't know who wrote the post, even if we know, if there is no guarantee that the facts given in the written post is actually reliable. Okay, so avoid Wikipedia, Blogspot, WordPress, and social media posts. Alright, okay, moving on. Okay, now after you have chosen the article, okay, after you have chosen this article, one article, argumentative, between 500 to 600 words, please make sure that it is argumentative in nature. We are going to take a look at what is argumentative, and the length is between 500 to 600 words. It cannot be shorter than that. It can be longer, yes. And please read the article before seeking approval for me, because after you have chosen the article, you have to show me the topic first, or you have to show me the article first. Then I will tell you whether it is acceptable or not. After I have accepted it, then you can move on to complete the assignment. Okay? So when you show me the article, when you refer the article to me, I might ask you certain questions to show or to test your understanding towards the article, whether you have read the article or not. And once your article is approved, then you should start writing. Okay, so first step is to make sure that you find a partner, and then find an article, an argumentative article. Okay, afterwards we are going to write the commentary. Okay, now before you write the commentary, again, what is an argumentative article? Let's take a look at it. Argumentative essay is one that attempts to persuade the reader to the writer's point of view. The writer can either be serious or funny, but always tries to convince the reader of the validity of his or her opinion. An argumentative essay may persuade a reader that he or she should use public transportation instead of driving. Or, another example, cats are better than dogs. So these are the articles that you should look for. An article that is actually attempting to persuade the reader to believe or to be swayed to the writer's point of view. And it actually can be argued. It's not a fact. Okay, I'll give you an example. If you read the newspaper about a car accident, when did it happen? How did it happen? Who are involved in the accidents? Those are facts that cannot be argued. So that is not argumentative. So what you have to find is an article that is argumentative in nature, that talks about or discuss about topics that can be argued. Okay, for example, cats are better than dogs. We don't have to agree to it. It can be argued, isn't it? Or you are trying to persuade people to use the public transport instead of driving. So probably other people have a different opinion. They think that driving their own car is actually easier as compared to using the public transportation. And that is for various reasons. So as long as the topic can be argued, then it is argumentative. Okay? So you have to make sure that the article that you choose is argumentative. Argumentative article or argumentative essay, in persuasive or argumentative, we try to convince others to first agree with our facts, share our values, accept our arguments and conclusions, and adopt our way of thinking. Right? Now, I'm going to take you to look at sample of an argumentative article. That the title of the article is Harmful Video Games. Okay, so in this article, as from the title itself, I think you can actually know that it is about the disadvantages or the dangers of video games. Okay, now let's take a look at it first. Okay, so this is the article. Alright, it's about harmful video games, and over here I have highlighted what are the main idea or the topic sentences that the author is trying to share. Okay, so here, engaging video games can produce adverse effects. The first one is they can have on the negative effects on physical health. So if you read throughout the whole article here, you can actually see what are the negative effects of video games on physical health. Okay, for example here, obesity. Okay, blurred vision. Okay, all right. Next, it also can affect mental health. Next, inappropriate behavior caused by violence. And the next disadvantage or harmful effects of video games is may lack the capability to distinguish between reality from fantasies. So why did I say that this article is argumentative? It is because we can argue with the author about video games. Sometimes video games, at certain point, if you see it from a different point of view, video games can also have its own benefits. For example, it can actually gain income. Some students or some people can actually gain income from playing video games. Some of the video games actually teaches us about our critical thinking, our tactical thinking, our planning. So that is actually a very critical skill for you to have. And also, video games also encourage you to make friends and respond to with different people from all over the world. So it can actually expand your network, isn't it? So so to summarize, in short, this article is actually argumentative because even though it tries to persuade us to believe that video games is harmful, but somehow it can be argued. Okay, so that is actually the nature of video games. Now let's get back to our presentation PowerPoint lesson over here. Okay, so I've explained to you about argumentative article. I hope that if you are not sure about what is argumentative article, you can actually go and look for it online. Okay, moving on to the next part. Alright, now when you want to submit the assignment, this is what you need to have in the assignment. First is the standard cover page. This is going to be provided to you. So in the cover page, you just need to change the title of your argumentative article and then the name. Okay. After first you put the cover. Next, you need to provide the argumentative article that you have chosen. Okay, so you have to print, actually make in soft copy, everything in soft copy. Okay, so just have the article from the website. Do not copy paste in Microsoft Word format. Okay, I will show you and I will demonstrate to you how to attach the argumentative article. Do not copy paste from Microsoft Word format. Okay, take exactly directly from the website itself. Okay, now after you have number 2 is first is the cover page, followed by the argumentative article, and then number 3, what you have to include in your assignment is your commentary essay. So your essay is whereby you are going to write an essay about 350 to 400 words. What are the things that you're going to write about? Okay, it is commentary on the argumentative article itself. For example, the article that we have just now, it's about the harmful of video games. So you need to comment on that article. In your comment, you are going to include opinions and we are going to take a look at how you are going to write the commentary essay, right? Okay, so these are some of the uh, technical things that you need to be aware when you write your commentary essay. It has to be in font Arial. Because I want it to be standardized. It's easier for me to read and give you good marks for it. Okay, font size 11 and 1.5 spacing, and then you need to justify. Justify is whereby all of the phrases will be aligned nicely at both sides of the paper. Okay, alright. After you are done with your commentary essay, you're going to provide the reference, indicate where you retrieve the material or the argumentative article, and then the submission date again in week 14 on the last day of week 14, that is on Friday. Okay, alright. Now let's take a look at evaluative commentary essay. You have found your article, you show it to me, and then I have proved it. Next, you can write your essay. Okay, so I put here extrinsic here. So what is it that you are going to write in your essay? So your essay is about 350 to 400 words, right? Okay, so these are the things that you need to have in your essay. It's about 6 paragraphs. Remember, between 350 to 400 words. First, you need to have in your essay is the introduction. So the introduction consists of what the topic is about. And then main point 1. Main point 1 is the main point available from the original article. For example, in the harmful videos, I have highlighted some of the points given by the author. So that is the first point, that is the main point. Okay, we are going to take a look at it. Okay, so this is the first point. Alright, so this first point is what you are going to put here. Alright, the first point. Okay, followed by the second point. Where is the second point? So this is the second point. And then you have point number 3. What is point number 3? Inappropriate behavior, like this one. Right? And then after you are done with point 1, 2, and 3, as referred to from the original article, then for paragraph 5, you have to write your personal view or opinion about the article. Okay, so this is whereby you have to mention whether you agree or disagree with the author about the issue. Just like the harmful video games topic, first the introduction, you can write about what is video games and how video games has changed over the years. And then first point, what is the first harmful effects of video games? Okay, taken from the article just now. And then you mention the second point. It could be harmful to your physical. And then the third point, it could be harmful to your mental health, right? Okay, next, the next paragraph is whereby you mention whether you agree or disagree with the author. So if you agree with the author, you have to mention or you have to provide the reasons and justification why do you agree. And if you disagree, you also need to provide reasons and justification why do you disagree. Okay? And last but not least is the conclusion, whereby you mention everything and then you write it nicely in one paragraph, just like our essay writing, nicely in one paragraph, and then provide some comments and also suggestions and also hope and recommendations. Okay? Alright. Okay. In the introduction, later you need to identify the author's purpose, viewpoint, and tone. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit here. What is tone? Tone is actually the author's attitude towards the topic. An objective tone is matter of fact or neutral. Okay. A subjective tone uses words that describe feelings, judgments, or opinions. Okay, so objective tone usually written in or available in textbooks, right? Usually written with objective tone, which includes facts and reasonable explanations. On the other hand, subjective tone uses words that describe feelings, judgments, or opinions. And fiction and personal essays are usually written with a subjective tone. Okay, so in your commentary essay, you have to mention the tone as well. Not just that, you need to also mention the purpose. The purpose of or the reason why the author writes about the topic. Is it to inform? Is it to entertain? Or is it to persuade us? Why did you think that the author wrote the article? Is it to inform us, to entertain us, to persuade us? Usually, to inform is actually more of a fact, just to inform you the harmful effects of video games, for example. And then to entertain is more about jokes, stories, or limerick, and usually it's very rare that an argumentative article take an entertain purpose. Okay, and argumentative article can also be written to persuade you to believe one point of view. Alright, so you have to decide based on the article that you have chosen, why do you think, or what is the purpose the author write about the topic? Is it to inform, to entertain, or to persuade? Alright, okay, now let's take a look at another notes. Okay, this is also provided to you. You can make sure that you have this it's available in Google Classroom. Okay, this is actually a guideline, a very concise guideline to help you in writing your evaluative commentary essay. Okay, now let's take a look at the notes. What is an evaluative commentary? Evaluative commentary is a detailed review and a critical evaluation of a text. Okay, being critical in evaluating a text does not refer to criticizing it negatively. So it doesn't mean that you have to criticize it. Instead, you are required to question the information and opinions given in the text. Alright, so 3 steps to writing a good evaluative commentary are: first, you have to read, and then analyze, and then you write. Okay, read. Skim the whole text of the article. Read critically to identify the tone. Okay, I've mentioned to you about the tone, the main points, supporting details, and also what are the evidence. And then you have to analyze. You have to examine all elements before giving your opinion, whether you agree or disagree. So you have to mention, after you have written all of the main points, you need to write whether you agree or disagree. And then organize the evaluative commentary and then start writing. Okay? Okay, a good evaluative commentary thus contains these elements. First, overview of the article, the author's tone, main points, supporting details, moral evidence, and then your personal view or opinion, justification of why you agree or disagree, and then the restatement of the opinion. Alright, so here are the language. You need to be aware of the language that you use and also how to organize. And the organization of your commentary is just like the essay writing. Okay, make sure the paragraph is coherent using linking words or discourse markers. Okay, so as I mentioned to you, in this course you need to write an evaluative commentary of 350 to 400 words based on an argumentative article. The original article should be about 500 to 600 words, which can be obtained from any electronic or printed source. It is crucial to organize the commentary and include all the elements listed above within the word limit. Okay. Alright, so here is the structure of how you can actually organize your evaluative commentary. The introduction or paragraph 1, you need to mention the overview of the article. Like I mentioned just now, if you're talking about video games, you have to mention what are video games and how video games has evolved throughout the years, and probably provide some examples of famous video games or popular video games. And then what is the author's tone? Okay. Next, paragraph 2, main point 1. Okay. And then you do supporting details, and then with evidence. The same goes with paragraph 3 with point number 2, and then paragraph 4 with point number 3. Okay. And then for me, point 3 is enough. You can actually ignore paragraph 5 at this area. Okay. You can actually ignore this part. Alright, you don't have to mention. Okay, alright, okay, and then moving on to paragraph 6. Okay, so paragraph 6, your personal view or opinion about the article. Do you agree or disagree that video games can actually be harmful, or is it a positive experience? So you have to share and justify your personal view and opinion. And last but not least is the conclusion part. Is where you restate your personal view again, mention whether you agree or disagree, and then your final comments. Probably final comments, you can add suggestions or your hope about the issue. Right? And as you write the evaluative commentary, you have to pay attention to these aspects. Okay, first, how to write an introduction. Okay, it should begin with a clear introduction. Okay, the introductory paragraph should include overview of the article. What is overview of the article? Next, you can write the author's tone. Okay, is it positive, optimistic, objective, fair, impartial? So if you're not familiar with these words, you can actually go and find the definition of these words, and might find some of these tone suitable for you to use to describe your argumentative article. Okay? Alright. Okay, next, you have the evaluation of the article. Alright? So this actually you can read on your own. So you have to mention what are the main points presented, what are the supporting details, okay, and what are the strong evidence. And the next part is very important. You have to provide your personal view or your personal opinion about the article. Alright? Do you agree or disagree? If you agree, how far? Are you fully agree, totally agree, generally agree? Okay, somewhat agree. But for all of these decisions that you make, whether you want to agree or fully agree or somewhat agree, you have to give justification to why do you say that you fully agree, totally agree, or somewhat agree. Okay, or do you want to disagree? Again, you have to justify why do you disagree, and agree and disagree. How far do you agree? You are 50-50 about the issue. There are at some part you agree, but there are some parts that you disagree. And again, you have to justify and give reasons to support why do you say that you agree or disagree with this when you are 50-50. Okay? Alright, when you give justification to your personal view or opinion, you need to give a good reason to justify your view about the issue. So here are 4 strategies that you can employ in justifying your point of view. Okay, expose the strengths or weaknesses of the arguments, challenge the reliability or accuracy of the arguments, or you can provide additional arguments which are not considered in the article. And you can strengthen the arguments presented in the article by providing extra support for the supporting details. So when you want to give justification to your own opinion, whether you agree or disagree with the author, you can actually go and online and use other materials to support your view. Okay, so don't just rely on the article that you have chosen to support your opinion for this part. Okay, to support your opinion for this part, you can actually use anything that is available to support your decision, whether you agree or disagree with the author. And last but not least, the conclusion part, you need to include the restatement of your opinion. Again, you have to mention again why do you agree or disagree, and then the final comments. Alright? Okay. Now, this is an example of an argumentative article. It is about the importance of education. So you can see, you can read this on your own. So this is the thesis statement into the significance of education for future success. First and foremost, education provides us with a strong foundation of knowledge and expertise in our job scope. Okay. Next, education gives people a rounded experience of life with opportunities to meet people from a wide range of backgrounds. Alright? And right, okay. So from this sample, you can actually read the sample. Okay. So how are you going to write the commentary? This is the explanation of the important aspects in sample 1. First, the introduction. Okay, so this is how you can write your commentary. The article illustrates why, and this is the tone. Okay, author's tone. Okay, alright, next is the evaluation of the article. Okay, as you can see here, you need to apply paraphrasing skills and also summarizing skills. Okay, so next paragraph is your personal view or opinion about the article. Okay, you can read this on your own. And then your conclusion. Okay, this statement of your personal view. Alright, okay. So this is how you can actually write your evaluative commentary. Okay, so again, attached here is another article, argumentative article as well. It is about how mother or women should stay at home and raise the children, or should they be out there working, alright, and help to improve the society. So you can actually argue this article just like what we have here. I'll give you an example just now. Okay, here the importance of education. Some people might think that it is very important for you to have a formal education to be more successful in life. But some people think that certificates, a formal education is not important. What is important is probably experience, or actually your attitudes, okay, perseverance for you to be successful in life. So when you're talking about argumentative, again, it is about something that can be argued about. And just like this article as well, you can argue whether women should stay at home or they should go out and work, Alright, okay, so again, this is a checklist. Okay, this is a checklist for you to revise your evaluative commentary. So once you are done with your commentary, you can actually check whether your commentary has an overview of the article, the author's tone, the main points, supporting details, the strong evidence, your personal view, okay, what is your justification for your view, and also restatement in the conclusion, final comments, and make sure that the word limit is between 350 to 400 words. Okay, alright, so so this is actually the cover page of your assignment. Alright, so this is the title, For example, if your article is about harmful video games, so you should write it here in the title. Okay, and this is the name of you and your partner. And remember, both of you are going to get the same marks. And please, please do not copy other people's work. All right. Okay, we are going to go back to the PowerPoint. Alright, so this is the work that you need to do. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the work that you have to do. You have to find two different argumentative articles. Okay, for each pair. So one pair, I need two articles. I want you to read and understand the articles. Highlight the three main ideas from the article, and then submit the articles to my email, or you can WhatsApp the link to me. Okay, WhatsApp the link, and then I'll take a look at the article, and then if I have anything to ask, I will ask you whether you understand or not. And then if I say okay, then yes, you can use that article and then start to write your evaluative commentary essay. Alright, so I'm going to take your time for a while. Let's take a look at how you can go and find the article. Okay, as mentioned earlier in my PowerPoint, what you can do is you can actually choose article from local newspaper, right? Okay, so this is how you can do it. So this is the New Straits Times online. So here this is the news, business, life and times. So as you can see, there's an opinion here. So you click opinion. Okay, so there's a lot of article related to opinion. Okay, letters, columnists. Just choose any that attracts your attention and that is close to your own interests. Okay, for example, as you can see here, video gaming's positive effects on health during pandemic. Okay, so this is very interesting because this article is talking about the harmful effects of video games. However, as you can see here, meanwhile, this is about the positive effects of video games on our health. So let's take a look at it. Alright, now let's say that you're interested with this topic. Is it argumentative? Yes, because definitely you can argue whether video game is positive or negative. Right? So first you need to make sure that the letter has contained, again, 500 to 600 words. Okay, it cannot be shorter than that. So how to be sure of it? Okay, you can actually copy everything. Okay, copy everything. Okay, copy everything, and then you can paste it here. Okay, so bear with me. I'm trying to do it one by one. Okay. Okay, so this is very interesting actually. Okay, so as you can see, the number of words is counted here. So it's actually about 500 words. Okay, so 504 words. So yes, you can use it as your article. Okay, so from this article, you can actually let's copy the topic first. Okay. So this is the title. Alright, okay, so together with the title, it's about 512 words. So yes, definitely you can use it. Okay, and again, when you submit, I don't want you to submit this version, the one that you copy paste to Word. But what I want you to submit is this version actually, exactly from the newspaper. Okay, you can go and then click print. Okay, and then you can actually save everything as PDF. Just let all of the uh, advertisement there, it's okay, because I need to see the original article taken from the website, because what is important is the date of the publication, the name of the author even. Okay, because when if you try to, so if you save PDF, everything will appear here. However, if you copy and paste on Word, there is no date and there is no author. So I don't know where do you get this article from. Okay, so bear in mind, save it in PDF format. Alright, so from this article, you can actually do it just like this one. Find the main points, and then start to write your evaluative commentary. Okay, so and remember, everything is available here. Alright, again, I think that is all for now. And remember, if you have anything that you want to ask, you can ask away. And you can actually, if you still have problems with the assignment, you can look or watch the video from the beginning until the end and try to follow step by step. Hopefully, you can get it right. Okay, and you can always ask me if you have any problem related to the assignment. So first, I would like to summarize that first you need to find a partner and then find an argumentative article. Afterwards, once I have proved the topic or the title, you can actually start to write the essay and then submit it to me at the end of the semester. Okay, so throughout the semester, I'm going to follow up with you related to the assignment from time to time. Okay, don't worry about it. Alright, so I think that is all. Thank you very much. I hope that everybody can complete this assignment. And again, this is just a reminder not to copy other people's work. Okay, and do your own work. Be very work together nicely with your partner. All right. Okay, I think that is all. Thank you very much. Hope to see you in the next video. All right. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and have a good day ahead. Okay. Bye.